In this video tutorial, we're going to be looking at the digital imaging module. So as always, in order to get started in Canvas, you will have to select the Modules tab, locate the name of the module, and then go ahead and click on Complete Pages 1 through 2. When you do this, you're going to see your online textbook, and you will see 8 pages of content that you will need to read through. Please make sure that you read through every single page carefully, and you may even have to reread to make sure that you fully understand the concepts and you're learning the material throughout the module. So first, let's take a look at the essential questions and key terms. In this module, you want to make sure that by the end of your content reading that you're able to answer each one of these essential questions. You're going to be learning about digital imaging, which includes the processing, compression, storage, and printing of images. So the first question that you want to think about as you're reading the material is, what is digital imaging? Also, how can an image be captured? So there are so many different digital cameras out there, so many different cell phones out there. So think about the ways that we capture images. The third essential question is, what ethics are involved with image capturing? And then finally, what are the stages in image processing? Also, make sure you mouse over each one of the terms so that you can learn the definition of each term. And it's always a good idea to be able to use those terms in a sentence. Let's take a look at some of the assignments. Now, this is one of our shorter modules, but the first assignment is my camera discussion. So we want for you guys to get in the discussion board and talk about the following things. It says, what type of camera do you use? So talk to us about the type of camera you use, or maybe the type of camera that your parents use or someone in your household. Do you have more than one camera? Tell us about the camera, and also tell us what they are capable of producing. Be sure to share information about the resolution of images produced by your camera. So you also want to tell us how often you use your camera. What do you do with the images that you take using your camera? Do you post them immediately to social media? Do you download them to your computer so that you can edit them? Do you just save them to the cloud? Do you get them printed? So talk to us about what you do with those photos. So on the discussion board, you want to make sure that you respond to the original question, and you also want to reply to at least 2 classmates. Check out the SMORE newsletter for detailed instructions on the requirements for your discussions. When you go to Canvas, of course, you're going to select the Modules tab, select the name of the module, and then locate the My Camera discussion, and that is where you're going to start your discussion. All right, so let's take a look at the Inkscape photo processing assignment. I think we all can say that at some point we've used Snapchat, and we tend to like to use those filters, right? So let's take a look at Inkscape and the filters that Inkscape has. So the instructions tell you to go to Inkscape, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to use the images that we used earlier on in a previous assignment. So we want you to locate the baseball or the ship image that you used previously, and you can locate those in the sidebar. And what you're going to do is, in Inkscape there is a filter option. So you want to use that filter menu to select 10 filters for your image that you chose. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to create either a word processing document or a presentation document. So that means Microsoft Word, or you can use PowerPoint or something equivalent to create your presentation. So again, you're going to use 10 photos, or excuse me, you're going to use one of the 2 photos, but you have to use 10 filters on each one of the images. So that's going to be 10 different filters, and the steps below just lets you know how to get to those filters within Inkscape. So it's very important that you're using Inkscape for this assignment because you do have to tell me the name of the filter and so forth. So make sure you read through these steps right here. Okay, so again, you can use a word processing document or presentation for this assignment. Personally, I think presentation looks nicer, but it's up to you. So to get to the Dropbox, select modules, select the name of the module, and then locate Inkscape processing, photo processing assignment so that you can upload your work to the Dropbox. All right, so next up you have your digital imaging quiz. As always, you have 10 multiple choice questions. You're going to get 35 minutes to answer these questions. And I always ask for you guys to please make sure you review the content, review your previous assignments and your discussions for the module before taking your quiz or your test, right? To locate your quiz, you're going to go to modules and select the name of the module and locate the digital imaging quiz. Please make sure that you allot yourself enough time and do not start and stop the quiz. You have to get it done in one setting. So let's talk about this new course checklist that we have for you guys. Within Canvas, if you locate the Home tab and then select Class Resources, please locate your course assignments checklist. If you click on the link, you will get a checklist that's going to have a list of all of your assignments for the semester. It's going to allow you to write down the date that each assignment is due so that you can keep track and be productive. And when you complete those assignments, you can put down the date that you completed them. If there are any assignments that have been omitted, that means you do not have to complete them. You will see the name of those assignments in the final column here on the right. So please make sure that you take advantage of the course checklist. It is amazing. And last but not least, handouts and resources are always posted throughout the module content. So please make sure that you're paying attention to the sidebar. You have handouts and resources and things that you need to click on. Please click on them and use them accordingly. If there are any rubrics within the modules, take a look at those rubrics and make sure that you're following the criteria so that you can get the most points on your assignments. All right, guys, again, this is one of the shorter modules, but thank you for listening. I hope this module tour helped. And if you still have questions, please reach out to me via email or the Canvas inbox, or you can send me a reminder. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video.